folks, welcome to OVW Overdrive, the show that always kicks attitude. I am your host, Brian Kennison. With me, as always, King of the Fanny Packs and Casanova of the Pink Slime Chicken Nugget Factory, Dancing Stevie J.
I've got one request, and it's the same request that I've made for the last, I don't know, whenever the show came back, 3, 4, 5 months now. Whoever's in production, if you could just spell my name correctly. It's with a V. I'm going to kill somebody. And I know who I'm going to need to kill. It's not you. You had nothing to do with it. I will kill again to get my name spelled correctly.
Well, murder in the open of Overdrive today, folks.
Again.
Wow. There's an intensity. It's a thickness. Speaking of a thickness, Crixus is the subject of OVW Overdrive today. The man leading the revolution here in OVW, man trying to tear Davis Arena down to the timbers, rebuild it in an image they see fitting. You know, as much as I do appreciate a good segue like you had there, sure, I do not appreciate the fact that you booted my ass for Linda. We're still on that. I'm never going to get off it. Is this where the murder thing came from? Is this where all that? It's kind of where my heat is. I've been seeing you outside the bedroom window with taunting. Folks, let's go ahead and get into Crixus returning to OVW, teaming with Jack Vaughn and Luke Curtis to take on EC3, Tony Evans, and the man that put Crixus on the shelf, Jay DeNiro. Check it out. Linda means nothing to me. She's fine, she's great. But Linda, he hates you.
Crixus making his return to Davis Arena, and you hear the ovation. These people have come unglued. I didn't even know he was here.
I almost came unglued off my seat when we saw that big unveiling on who the tag team partner was, the mystery partner.
A little mystery was left when we saw those big shoulders come into the screen. Crixus, a walking just disaster. This man ready to wreck shop and tear people down.
The Caledonian Crusher himself, Crixus. And look at that, just daggers in his eyes towards Evans and DeNiro both.
You gotta think this throws a wrench to the plans of Evans, DeNiro, and EC3. They probably went through all the candidates or likely candidates, and I guarantee you Crixus was not on that list.
No, not at all. Crixus has been laid up for a while with a bicep injury, had to go back home. Does Scotland get surgery done on that bicep? He's back ahead of schedule.
Let's not forget who sent him back to Scotland, the man he was facing when he got that injury. Our new OVW heavyweight champion, Tony Evans.
Superior Tony Evans. If you don't actually do it like that, he hits you with a cease and desist on everything, like it sucks.
Oh, look at that. He just got hit with brought in the hard way. Landing right on that tailbone.
Evans shot into the ropes. The man who feels like he should still be OVW heavyweight champion, and I don't disagree, certified Luke Curtis.
Got a rightful claim to that, but Linda, you look at Luke Curtis, the man who's got issues with Tony Evans, he's got issues with Jay DeNiro, he's got issues with EC3.
Oh, definitely. You know he's got a lot of motivation in this match.
Well, the question is, who were those masked men that ran in and attacked Luke Curtis?
Oh, big shot there from Jack Vaughn. And Josh, to your point from earlier, those hooded and masked men that came out at double cross attacking Luke Curtis, those are the sort of Damocles really of anyone facing EC3, it seems like, that lingering threat.
Well, and that was the thing, though. EC3, the officiant, if you want to call him that, of that championship matchup. You got to wonder, did EC3 make a phone call? Or was that the doing of Tony Evans, Jay DeNiro?
I don't know. There has to be a correlation. When we see EC3, we see the men in black, who definitely played a huge factor in the outcome of that championship match last week.
Right now we're seeing EC3 getting absolutely handed by the men in blue. I'm telling you, they're all wearing blue. Big suplex from returning Crixus, not losing a step, guys.
Not at all. And look at that. EC3 just went over, tried to tag Luke Curtis. And EC3 going right to the eyes.
Jay DeNiro, the most professional distraction I've ever seen, and now Crixus isolated in the corner in a bad way here.
DeNiro and Crixus, two men that have battled each other time and time again. Tag made, and I don't think Crixus realizes it. In comes Tony Evans. Ooh, he knows now.
Oh, look at that. Luke Curtis ducking under the referee, getting in there and saving his partner.
Certified Luke Curtis literally dragging Crixus back over to the corner so he can make the tag.
That's one way to do it.
Oh, and you see the love from Crixus. Certified Luke Curtis knows what it's like to be in a bad situation, courtesy of Superior Tony Evans and Jay DeNiro.
Some veteran tactics right there.
Jack Vaughn feeling it right now. Jack Vaughn, the man that Tony Evans beat with the help of Jay DeNiro to become the #1 contender for that heavyweight championship. You got to think still sore about that whole situation.
Yeah, without a doubt. And in comes Big Jay DeNiro, someone that can match Jack Vaughn for size almost.
Linda, we talked about Luke Curtis having issues with men, all three men on the other side of the ring, but Jack Vaughn very much in that same boat.
Yes, we saw it double cross last week as well. Jack Vaughn coming out and going after Jay DeNiro in that main event last week, and you can imagine that you feel over here too. You can imagine the animosity between all of the men here, really. I mean, they all have history with one another. It's insane.
Absolutely. I mean, and Josh, when you look at the duo of Luke Curtis and Jack Vaughn, the personification of the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And the certified veteran's been very impressive.
That they have been. Jack Vaughn with a scoop and a slam on the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, EC3. Little Fargo strut, dropping the elbow there.
Big elbow there from Jack Vaughn, Linda.
Oh, yes. Huge. He's become a huge fan favorite within Davis Arena, I must say.
And I've said it a million times, but when you're good at your job, sometimes people just gonna cheer you for it. And Jack Vaughn's so good at what he does.
That is true.
Crixus now in there with EC3, taking the fight to him. Tags in Certified Luke Curtis, someone who was gunning for EC3, who was gunning for that NWA.
Crixus checking on Luke Curtis here ringside. Nasty fall there from the top turnbuckle, hitting that barricade.
Those solid barricades put in. You know, when we did the revamp here at Davis Arena, and I think you're right, Certified Luke Curtis, he might be out right now, but look at this. Superior Tony Evans trying to tell Crixus he needs to go back to his corner. Telling Crixus to do anything is a good way to wind up in the hospital, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a wise decision there by Tony Evans.
Crixus, that Scottish War Machine, driven by his passion, but that ties directly to his emotion, and sometimes got getting the better of it. Look at this.
It's just breaking down on the floor. EC3 charges through. Here comes Jack Vaughn. Again, this thing's just like a bar brawl.
A lot of animosity throughout this matchup. Oceans of bad blood, as we said earlier. Guys, you're seeing it spill over.
Well, and if you look at that, Jay DeNiro throwing Luke Curtis back into the ring for his boss, if you want to call him that, Superior Tony Evans.
Luke Curtis getting isolated here, getting this ring cut in half in this tandem of Evans, EC3, and DeNiro. Linda really have found a way to find, I don't want to say the weak link, but really isolate Certified Luke Curtis and break him down.
Yes, I'm quite impressed here by the trio. Something new that we're seeing, but again, a lot of history between all six of this men. You know, it's got to play a factor in this match.
European uppercut just about took the jaw of Luke Curtis and sent it to the stratosphere. Brian, let me ask you this. You have Superior Tony Evans, the OVW Heavyweight Champion. That title is a stepping stone to the OVW National Championship, which in itself is a stepping stone to the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. How well can these men all work together, and for how long?
It's a good point, Josh. Luke Curtis able to flip out of that one, had it scouted, now turning some around on Tony Evans. And Josh, you asked me earlier, can EC3 trust Tony Evans when he's the direct line to his championship, arguably his #1 contender? And you gotta think maybe that was part of the reason EC3 helped Tony Evans last Thursday. We can only speculate, but hey, maybe I scratch your back, you don't scratch mine later on and try to take the title from me.
Well, and you know that also might have been a way for EC3 to ensure that he wouldn't have to deal with certified Luke Curtis coming after that NWA World Heavyweight Championship. I think you might be right. You might be onto something.
Josh, and the thing though, you gotta ask, is that smart by EC3? Because yeah, sure, you got Tony Evans with the championship, Luke Curtis out of the question, but now you have Tony Evans and Jay DeNiro possibly putting you in their sights. I mean, he might have just doubled his trouble.
There's lots of things to think about because Luke Curtis took EC3 to the limit the last time they faced off. And now, to your point, Brian, now it could be a numbers game.
Oh, you see the way his head bounced off the canvas.
Hey, guys, I do want to say one thing about Luke Curtis round. Shades of a young John Cena as of late. I mean, this man just fights tooth and nail. And hold on. Ooh. Just a 2 count. But it's just proving my point, man. Luke Curtis has so much heart. I don't know how he fits in the front door of Davis Arena. And as of late, you're hearing the crowd. We have seen the kind of competitor Luke Curtis can be.
Exploder suplex sending Luke Curtis almost all the way across the ring. Luke has got to do anything he can to make a tag here. You see the OVW Heavyweight Champion tagging in.
This crowd showing their disdain for Shannon the Dude. Right now, Tony Evans showing his disdain for Luke Curtis.
Oh, and Tony Evans now just grinding that throw to certify, and Shannon the Douche getting involved.
Getting his hands on Luke Curtis, a man Shannon once called a friend. Hey guys, I do want to point out, just for the table of the tape, for those of you who missed Double Cross, Luke Curtis made Tony Evans tap out. EC3 conveniently missed it, but Tony Evans, he tapped 8, 9, 10 times. He was done. Luke Curtis, though, robbed of that win.
Luke Curtis
so unfortunate to see that.
Yeah, Luke Curtis should still rightfully be the OVW Heavyweight Champion, but God, the power out of Big Jay DeNiro.
Sidewalk slam that would break concrete, only getting a 2 count there. Luke Curtis desperately, you saw him immediately trying to get back to his own corner.
And now just laying across the legs of certified Luke Curtis there, holding him down.
EC3 just stomping at him. Looking for the pain points there, those pressure points there on Luke Curtis, finding the joints. And EC3 might be trying to affect the mobility, the explosiveness of Luke Curtis here.
That's one way to slow down Luke Curtis. I mean, he's got to get to that corner to the other men in blue.
You're absolutely right. His co-certified veteran there trying to get the tag. The newly returned Crixus, the Scottish War Machine, wanting to get in there.
Jawbreaker out of certified Luke Curtis. EC3 trusts for a swing and a miss, but both men collide mid-air with those cross bodies.
Luke is taking so much damage, didn't have the wherewithal to go for that tag when he was right there next to Jack Vaughn, and that momentary lapse, Lindsay, that cost him.
Definitely, and now we saw that collision, both men down.
Look at this, though. Look at the heart of Luke Curtis.
Absolutely, both corners anxious to get that tag in, and how about their partner? Who will get there first?
Refusal to quit now coming out and getting the tag to Jackie Vaughn.
The veteran in, and now getting his hands on EC3. No love lost between these two.
The most professional atomic drop in the business. Big elbow to EC3 now.
You know, it was just a few short months ago that Jack Vaughn was conned by EC3 into doing his dirty work. Now Vaughn comes off that huge boot.
Jack Vaughn, so impressive here, guys. Let's go even go further back. You remember the faction Jack Vaughn trying to join in? They beat this man down. They have had over a year of animosity between these two.
Vaughn off the ropes. Oh, DeNiro tripping him up. Going for that tribute to Father Stan, that lariat.
Nothing new there, Jay DeNiro interfering outside.
I will say, at least he's in this match and he interfered.
Yeah.
At least he's a legal entrance.
Yeah, I'll take that, yeah.
That's true.
EC3 tagging in the legal entrant, Jay DeNiro. And look at Luke Curtis checking on Jack Vaughn, a man he's kind of grown a kinship with as of late.
And a boot to the head from DeNiro, and certified Luke Curtis you know, you're right. He has formed like this bond with Jack Vaughn. You know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, like you said. You know, there's something to be said about beating somebody up that really brings you closer to someone.
That kick was nasty.
Oh, yeah, it was.
And Josh, I think you're absolutely right. It's the enemy of my enemy as a friend. And then when they say what the bonds are made in the trenches.
Yeah.
And Luke Curtis, Jack Vaughn, they've been going to war with Tony Evans and Jay DeNiro as of late.
You know, when you have to, in a tag team situation like that, you have to rely so heavily on your partner because it's not just you that could win or lose that match. You have to have trust. You have to have a little bit of something in common. And the longer you're out there with someone, the more, see? What? Just like that. The more you start to learn what you can do to help that other person out, to help keep you in the fight. And that's exactly what certified Luke Curtis just did.
And more than help, Luke sacrificed himself.
Absolutely.
Luke Curtis clearly fighting for the better good here selflessly.
Oh, here comes mighty Crixus.
The Scottish War Machine back on that warpath, Josh. And the Scottish Hulk is here, and he is smashing.
That he is just throwing around the OVW heavyweight champion. I don't think Superior's knows what hit him.
Spear bigger than the Scottish Highlands.
Cover.
Oh, come on. DeNiro taking to the outside by Vaughn.
Little shades of Mick Foley, that cactus clothesline. Taking Jay DeNiro over, but Crixus. So he's setting up for that power bomb, but in comes EC3.
Luke Curtis getting the tag. Oh, double flapjack.
Drives Crixus face first down into the canvas, but hang on.
To the sky.
2-for-1 drop kick from the top rope. The elevation on that was unreal.
Those punches out of certified Luke Curtis just rocking the jaws of both Superior Tony Evans and EC3.
Pump handle.
That big full Nelson slam driving him down, back of his head bouncing off the canvas there.
I almost said pump handle because I want to say he's handling it, but I was wrong. Certified ducked out of the way.
A little miscue there.
Luke Curtis handling the OVW Heavyweight Champion and National Heavyweight Champion right now. Just wrecking shop and calling for that certifier.
Crowd going wild for Luke.
EC3 just threw Tony Evans into that.
He sacrificed that man.
Here are your winners, Jack Vaughn, Crixus, and certified Luke Curtis.
That's a tale of two teams. Guy Luke Curtis sacrificed himself for Jack Vaughn earlier. And then EC3 sacrificing his own partner and getting the loss for his team with Luke Curtis picking up the big win. Luke
To all of the loyal fans of OVW, I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude. Without you, there is no OVW. Without your passion, your energy, your unwavering support, there is no us. There's no talent, no production. Without you, there's no OVW. Thank you for being the driving force behind everything we do. The unsung heroes of our saga. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, OVW fans. We can't do it without you.
Are Linda and I friends? Yes. Do I enjoy doing OVW Rise with her? Yes. Is she my?
No, you do.
Is she my best friend? No. I have broken 0 laws with her, and I just went on the run as a fugitive with you. That meant something to me.
You may have broken 0 laws, but you did break 1 heart.
Oh, come the on. Gonna curse right here on TV, folks. Welcome back to Overdrive. We just saw Crixus returning and picking up a victory over 3 men he felt wronged him before. He went out for a couple months and went back home. And where do you think Crixus is from?
Couldn't tell you. Indiana?
It's like a Minnesota accent, I feel like. Wherever Crixus went back to, he came back to OVW and picked up a victory when he came back in the door, but that's not the only victory, and a big one that Crixus picked up upon his return. Let's take it back to a fatal four-way matchup for the #1 contendership, OVW Heavyweight Championship. Tony Gunn, Mahabali Shera, Jack Vaughn, and Crixus.
That was a terrible accent. Terrible Indiana accent.
Crixus. Crixus.
Wow.
Two of these men, former OVW heavyweight champions. Two of these men, former champions, both Country Boy Brewing, Kentucky heavyweight champion, and national heavyweight champion, respectively. Each man knows what it takes to get to the very top of a mountain here in OVW, and they're looking to get all the way to the summit that is Superior Tony Evans. And you knew this one was going to break down. It was going to pair off sooner or later.
We've got 4 former champions in the ring trying to get their way back into the gold, into that limelight, to be back #1 here at OVW.
That they are, and you see Mahabali Shera send Tony Gunn into the corner. Gunn gets that foot up, though. Charges through. Shera with the power just drives Gunn down to the canvas as you see Crixus and certified Luke Curtis in the background just throwing hands. Curtis, shotgun dropkick right into the face of Mahabali Shera, but Crixus there to cut him off with the pass. Crixus goes to that big snap powerbomb, but Curtis gets out. Nobody home for the drop kick. This one's going to be almost too quick to call.
Oh, my goodness.
And a little headbutt there.
Oh.
Belly-to-belly suplex takes down certified Luke Curtis. And
I think the Indian Lion has woken.
These two men, you know, here's the thing. The history between Crixus and Shera goes back years and years. Former roommates, former gym partners, road dogs, warriors, man, that used to just go out and run up and down the roads. But now look at this. Tony Gunn, certified Luke Curtis.
Every man for himself, this fatal 4-way match.
I was gonna say, seeing Crixus and Shera face off is absolute big fight feel. Crixus tries to dip and dodge around, but Shera too powerful.
And these two men knowing each other so well.
That they do. Huge slam there from Mahabali Shera. Crixus goes down. Shera standing tall, Crixus on the floor.
I mentioned
Tony,
Josh.
Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, not just Shera and Crixus, but all the gentlemen in this match. They know each other so well. That's got to play a factor into this match.
No, you're right, Linda, and that's what I was talking about. You know, right before everything kind of broke down the way that it did, you know, Tony Gunn and Luke Curtis, they've got a long-standing rivalry between the two of them, but able to work almost like a unit there to take Crixus out of the match. And you have to wonder, well, what's the strategy here? You know, do you want to partner up with someone and try to take care of the biggest threat? But then the question becomes, who's the biggest threat in the match? Now, all 4 of these men dangerous in their own right. All 4 of these men could be champion. It just takes 3 seconds, Linda. That's all it takes to change a champion here in OVW.
You know, I mentioned every man for himself, but to your point, finding a short-lived partnership to try to get victory tonight. And again, all these men looking to get that gold back around their waist. What'll it take? What will it take?
Mahabali Shera so far in this matchup, the man that's been benefiting the most. But there you go, shotgun Tony Gunn with a thumb to the eye, and that's that old Arkansas roughneck bar fighting. Do what you can, where you can, get in where you fit in, brother.
Drinking that whiskey and kicking that ass.
Boot to the midsection from certified Luke Curtis. Crixus sends Curtis across the ring, but look at that. Curtis comes out of nowhere. Just a man on fire with that clothesline. Snatches the front face lock now on Crixus. Certified going for that big suplex. No. Crixus doing everything he can to block. Look at that release on the vertical suplex. The power of Crixus. Just flinging your former OVW heavyweight champion. This one has been just back and forth the entire match. No man outside of maybe Mahabali Shera managing to really get any traction. Oh! Luke Curtis hit him with that knee strike. Almost looked like he gave him a quick certifier there.
Oh!
What a backflip!
Airtime.
Oh, standing moonsault out of certified Luke Curtis. Only got the 2 count, though. Tony Gunn comes in with those boots to certified Luke Curtis. You know, whoever walks out of this match, you know, they are going to be the number 1 contender to the OVW Heavyweight Championship, which in itself is the key to the door that is the OVW National Heavyweight Championship. And that path leads one way, and that is straight to the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, EC3.
Yes, you know, that's got to be on all of their minds. As said before, Josh, what will it take to be that number 1 contender, to get that gold around their waist once again?
Now, Tony Gunn pulling the head of Luke Curtis up, comes through with a sliding clothesline. You're right, cover.
Oh.
2 count only, says referee Daniel Spencer. All 4 of these men have a bone to pick with EC3. All 4 of these men want to do nothing more than get their hands on EC3 and to take away everything that matters to him. Oh. God, what a shot from Certified. You know, we talk about gunshots all the time with Tony Gunn, but man, that thing was like a sniper rifle. Gunn never saw it coming.
Wow. And to your point, we have former brothers. It may not remind you when Shira and Luke were part of not just the faction, but the Overmen as well.
That's right. You know, 2 guys that spent a lot of time running the roads together, sitting under the learning tree of EC3. Crixus, a man who's been out of action, out of competition for months, wants to get his hands on superior Tony Evans and Jay DeNiro, and Crixus with that short basement drop kick right into the mouth of Luke Curtis.
So much intensity tonight. So much at stake. These men doing whatever it takes.
Tony Gunn and Crixus now center of the ring. Crixus, takes Gunn. A little inverted atomic drop and takes Gunn down with the clothesline. Crixus goes for the cover here. You can see how much this is taking out of all 4 men so far in this matchup. The assault coming from all sides. Crixus deposited on the floor, not very gingerly at all by Luke Curtis, but Gunn, we've seen this before. Time to take out the trash. A little trash plex out of Tony Gunn.
Tony's got to turn around.
Oh, shotgun. Wait a second. Gunn never saw that boot to the midsection coming. Mahabali Shira stopped short. Shira trying to say he's a little bit too smart for that. Gunn fires back, but Shira almost just ineffective shots. It's like firing a 22 at a Sherman tank. Shira comes through with a boot. Don't know how much of it he caught, but it was enough to take Gunn down.
Oh,
God.
Where did Luke Curtis come from?
Luke Curtis from out of nowhere just sentoning into the back of the head of Mahabali Shira.
Like I said before, that inner line coming out.
Curtis rolls through, manages to catch Shira with that boot right into the point of the jaw, throws a knee. Just trying to take the air right out of Shira. And that's smart. Crixus, single foot drop kick right to the sternum, and again, the knee to the midsection, the kick to the midsection, trying to take the gas tank away from the machine that is the Mahabali Shira. Sorry.
I hear you, Josh. Oh my God!
Innovative offense. Tony Gunn with the neck breaker, but it gave Luke Curtis a DDT for. Good Lord, this one's almost too quick to call.
So much action in that ring tonight.
Shotgun.
Hard to keep up.
Shotgun.
Welcome to OVW.
Spine to pine, that's gotta be it. Oh my God! Whoa!
welcome to OVW.
For the first time ever, live on pay-per-view at the Appalachian Wireless Arena. Tickets at ovwtix.com.
This one back and forth. You know, it's anybody's matchup at this point. All four men showing the war wounds from this battle. Swing and a miss by Certified. Oh! Glasgow smile there.
So much intensity, so much heart, so much strength, and oh my. Oh.
Snap suplex. Luke Curtis down center of the ring. Crixus trying to get something going here, but Mahabali Shira, the Indian Lion, stalking him. Huge spine buster. Tony Gunn, though.
Oh!
There's that full auto out of Tony Gunn. Leaping knee strike. He's got Certified Luke Curtis set up for that dead man's hand. No. Curtis rolls through. Quick roll up on Gunn here. Referee a little bit out of position. Oh, what a super kick. Oh, wait a second. Hang on.
Wait a minute.
Luke Curtis. Gunn rolls through. Dead man's hand down to Tony Gunn. Oh, I thought we had a new number one contender there.
Wow.
This match rolls on, ladies and gentlemen. I swear I thought that was it. I thought we had a new number one contender for the OVW Heavyweight Championship.
That was by a millisecond kick out.
Certified Luke Curtis somehow, some way managed to roll that shoulder. Shots to the midsection. Gunn tries to pull Certified Luke Curtis up.
Oh.
Tony Gunn.
We got some
Tony going for a choke slam?
Oh.
I say offense we don't see often out of Tony Gunn. Oh, Certified Luke Curtis, though, driving that elbow through the jaw of Gunn. What a hard Irish whip from Certified Luke Curtis.
These men giving their all to get back to that number one contendership.
And again, I stated it before in this match, but the amount of damage, the amount of punishment that all four of these men have taken. Certified Luke Curtis standing straight up in the middle of the ring, showing off that I'm still here, I'm still standing. This is my ring, this is my company. That's the mindset of Certified Luke Curtis. Man who believes he should still be rightly the OVW Heavyweight Champion. As you see Crixus thrown into the ring post there by Mahabali Shira. Gunn and Curtis just lighting each other up on the outside.
So much action out here at ringside, Josh. If it comes up here, I might have to hide behind you.
And a shot just cleans the clock of Certified Luke Curtis. And in comes Gunn again. Action so quick, even our cameraman doesn't know where to go. Jason Frost and a line of fire out there. Oh, God. These men just beating the absolute brakes off of each other.
Got that right, Josh. Man, intensity in this match is insane.
Just swinging for the fences into the faces and back of the heads of each other. You see the welts starting to form on the bodies of all four men. Crixus trying to get back to his feet. Tony Gunn and Mahabali Shira tangling on the far side of your screen there. Hang on, Shira charges through. No. Shira tried to stop himself there. He kind of had that scouted from Tony Gunn, but Gunn's still able to dump him out. That's smart ring awareness by Mahabali Shira, but even smarter by Tony Gunn. Gunn swings and misses. Shira. Those lion's paw-like strikes to the chest.
Those hammering blows to the chest will do some damage to you.
We see Crixus.
Speaking of damage being done to you.
Crixus just passing out Glasgow smiles left and right. Tony Gunn gets taken over. Crixus charges through, up and over goes Crixus, barely hangs on. The Certified, hang on. Shades of Chris Jericho, that triangle drop kick just wiping out Crixus.
Luke Curtis, the only man standing in the ring right now.
Oh my God! are we seeing? All 4 of these men throwing caution to the wind.
Luke Curtis continues to evolve his game each and every week here. Wow.
Certified Luke Curtis looking directly into the camera saying, this is my house, willing to do anything to prove it. Luke Curtis says he is the next step in the evolution of competitors here in OVW, and he proves it every single week. Charges in. Nobody home, though. He had Tony Gunn in his sights. The back of his head, though, bouncing off the canvas there, Linda, and Tony Gunn up. Charges through. Curtis manages to get the boot up into the mouth.
Still with that heart holding on.
Curtis over Gunn. Manages to roll through and then cuts Gunn off the pass, not allowing Tony to get all the way up there for that springboard knee. Now a 12-6 elbow to the back of the head from certified Luke Curtis. He's got that front face lock locked into place. Tony's trying to fight it. You see him hanging on to that top rope for dear life. He's locking those knees out. Oh, what a spear out of Crixus. Just wiping out Mahabali Shera.
Crixus knocking about he's outside the ring as well.
No, Crixus went down hard. Tony Gunn again trying to fight off certified Luke Curtis here. Those shots to the spine, Linda.
Yeah, I was going to say there was so much intensity in that spear that it made Crixus go outside the ring himself.
Well, these men fighting in a dangerous position. Gunn just teetering. Throws that elbow into the throat of Luke Curtis. Shera charges through with a boot to the head of Crixus. And another to the midsection. Tony goes for that knee. Certifier, but missed. Kill shot! Kill shot out of Tony Gunn! We're gonna have a new number 1 contender here, too! Mahabali Shera breaks the referee's count.
Josh, I heard it in your voice. I thought we were going to have a new number 1 contender right there.
I thought we were going to have a new number 1 contender there. That kill shot's a one and done like a UK basketball player. I'm a Kentucky fan. I can say it. It's okay. Clubbing blow across the chest from Mahabali Shera. And just a hand on the throat of Tony Gunn, trying to take all the oxygen out of him. As Shera charges through. Hang on, Crixus. Little dip and a dive there from Shera.
Oh, man!
What a choke slam takes Crixus down. Shera. Hang on, Gunn!
Wait a
Gunn
minute.
Transitions! Gunn with the cross arm breaker. If he can get that locked out, it's all over.
Oh my God, he's got it, Josh.
Crank, you can make a man tap out. It doesn't matter how big you are. That joint is unimaginable. That headbutt, though.
The headbutt breaking the...
That headbutt caught Gunn, but it also caught the arm of Shera. Certifier! Luke Curtis with the certifier. What a sky high from Mahabali Shera.
I can't keep up.
God, I can't either. Woo! Right now, certified Luke Curtis just counting bodies like sheep as they hit the ground. Certified Luke Curtis has this match won if he could get a pinfall right now on someone, if he could drag someone over to cover him, but...
The Certifans telling Luke they want him to get this win.
That they do. Luke Curtis back to his feet, trying to show why he deserves to be the number 1 contender for the OVW Heavyweight Championship. Short DDT out of Luke Curtis. Drives Mahabali Shera skull first into the canvas, and another standing moonsault out of Luke. Luke Curtis, he's got to wonder, Linda, what's it gonna take?
I'm wondering the same thing, Josh. I've gotten up from my seat so many times in this. Wait!
Not again!
Wait, where?
These masked men once again getting involved in this matchup. We've got to have a winner here tonight. There has to be a winner. We have to get a number 1 contender.
So much chaos. We missed this fatal 4-way match. I mean, this match is still going on. We got to find out who this number 1 contender is. I mean,
no disqualifications, no countouts. I think first man to get the cover, Crixus. Arm over Mahabali Shera. Crixus did it! Crixus did it!
Here is your winner and the number 1 contender for the OVW Heavyweight Championship, Crixus!
Crixus gets the victory here tonight, but all 4 of these men absolutely absolutely decimated by those masked men in black. Crixus, right place, right time, gets the arm over. He is our #1 contender, but look at the damage that was done.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
When pain or an injury is keeping you from the game of life, we want to help you get back to your golf game, your yoga game, to the backyard games, the home games, back to the fun and games. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, official physical therapy provider of Bellarmine Athletics and the trusted choice for keeping you in the game.
Why does it matter if she see me with my jacket off? I don't see why that's relevant.
I feel like you're over-explaining, like you're showing too much concern for this. I feel like it's pretty obvious, and yes, I know we're rolling. Shut up, Mary. I just stop trying. I've accepted it.
It doesn't feel like you have.
I haven't accepted it.
Yeah. You know how I know that? There's been daily poop boxes on my front porch.
Oh, those aren't mine.
They have your name on them.
Mary?
Actually, that tracks. Come on, Mary. We're having issues already.
You'd know. You've seen my bowel movements. You'd know if it were mine.
And I don't know what Linda's bowel movements are like at all. And I feel like that speaks to our closeness. But folks, speaking of closeness, a man that I once felt close to, Crixus, sat down in an interview on this show with me upon his return. And it's kind of strange watching it back because then that was a man we knew. But if you listen, Johnny Appleseed of Deviance just peppering in little hints of where his plans were to go.
I'm gonna do that again.
Spreading the seed.
It's good TV, right?
Yes. Does that? Yes.
You brought up Johnny Appleseed. That's your heat.
Linda's never once spread seed on the show, so I just want to
check out the interview.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to OVW Overdrive. Please welcome my guest at this time, the man who returned. I said that wrong. Let me repeat that. The War Machine who returned last week on OVW Rise, Crixus.
Are you, Brian? All right, pal?
Man, you know, I've been longing to hear someone call me Specs for 6 long months. You've been gone since October. What did it feel like not being able to do the thing you were clearly made to do?
It was tough. I mean, if you can imagine caging that wolf up, tormenting him, having to watch everything else going on while you're stuck there. It was tough, mate, but I was glad to come back after all that time and just get my teeth into something. Just so happened it was that full Tony Evans, you know?
And I was going to bring that up. You mentioned being home, being frustrated. You left on a very unfortunate note, being injured by Jay DeNiro in a show up in Wisconsin, putting you on the shelf.
I injured myself. That Diddy didn't do nothing. My bicep got so scared of me that it tried to run off. So, unfortunately, it got caught. I had to go back, get it reattached, but look, it's bigger than ever now.
You look better than ever. We might have to start calling you the Scottish Cyborg for how good in shape you are right now.
Thank you.
Not to say you didn't look good before.
Some tips, let me know.
I mean, I think this is a lost cause. You can only do so much with clay, Crixus. I appreciate the optimism, though. But speaking of optimism, I followed you on social media when you're going through your recovery. You kept letting people know you want to be back. I miss it there. I want to be competing. How did it feel? That big Scottish heart of yours, how did you feel when you hit that curtain and the OVW faithful lost their minds? They wanted to see you dig those fangs into those people.
I had to remember I had 2 tag team partners because I was just going out and hitting anything that moved. You know, I got lost in that moment there. You can see it in the face. With the eyes going, the red mist comes, the blue mist comes. Stay out my way. Stay out it.
You're a one-man wrecking crew, and honestly,
yeah, damn right I am.
You were one of the best-kept secrets in OVW history because nobody knew you were coming, man. I got to tell you, at the desk, I got a little excited. Goosebumps. You're a superstar, and be that as it is, I mean, you can do pretty much whatever you want now that you're back. What's the goal for the Scottish War Machine? I mean, you're on the warpath. Who's in your way?
Everybody's in my way, and only stupid people are going to stay in it. But the one I had my sights set on is the one I went straight after. Tony, what's his name? Tony, what?
Do you want me to do the whole thing? Superior Tony Evans.
Oh, him, that guy with the hand crap. I'm going for him. It just so happens I hear he's got the big title now. So, unfortunately, I'm going to need to take that off him as well. But the first thing I'm going to take is his soul. I've had to hear all this crap from him when I've been stuck over there. But you seen it in his face, even that war horn went on and my music hit. I could smell him from there, I don't know about you. But he filled his jocks and couldn't get out of that ring fast enough.
You saw the fear in Tony Evans' eyes, and for that, you saw the fear in Jay DeNiro's eyes. I mean, we know where your eyes are now. We know what your goals are now. Is there anything Tony Evans can do to avoid?
Run for the hills. Hide under his wife's bed. So Jay DeNiro, I'm going to take one of these $500 crocodile shoes and stick one up his ass, and the other one's going up Tony's ass. That's what's happening then, buddy. You can run and you can hide, but I'll sniff you out like a little rodent you are.
I do want to bring up those shoes. Are incredible.
Oh,
and knowing you the way I know you, I wouldn't be surprised if you wrestled that croc on your own to make those shoes. But that being as it may, incredible wrestler, incredible future here in OVW. Let me ask you.
I think so.
If you get a shot at Tony Evans, you get a shot at the OVW Heavyweight Championship.
I mean, I'll take it. I'll wait outside in that parking lot for you, buddy. I'll get a shot one way or another. Just means, is it sanctioned or is it not? But believe me, we have business to settle, and settle it will be.
Let me ask you one further piece. I believe you. I believe you're going to get that championship match. I believe you're going to have Tony Evans running for the hills. Let me ask you, what would it mean to take that championship from two cowards, some would say, who put you on the shelf? Two cowards who took some months of your career away from you. What would it mean?
The thought of it arouses me, Brian. I'd love nothing more. Give me that instead of 10 women and all that whiskey in Scotland. Just give me his face so I can plant one on it. Where does he live? Do you know where he lives?
I don't know. We can Google it. Folks,
find out.
I'm going to get some fashion tips from one of the most handsome men that's ever stepped foot in OVW and one of the most fiercest competitors that ever stepped foot inside this ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the Scottish War Machine, the returning hero, Crixus.
If you've ever dreamed of being part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment, make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling, the OVW Academy with Al Snow, the birthplace of legends including Batista, John Cena, Randy Orton, The Miz, and many more. Will you be the next name added to that impressive list? Visit OVWacademy.com and apply now.
90% of natural sleep aids don't work. Most remedies make bold claims, but never measure their real impact. Meet Sophie, the natural plant-based spray that does. Sophie isn't one size fits all. It experiments with different plant extracts to find what works for you. Paired with an app and machine learning, Sophie learns to optimize your sleep, because not all plants work the same for everyone. Sophie is as unique as you.
Look, all that I'm asking is that Lyndon just never steps foot in Davis Arena again. Is that so much to ask?
And you think that's fair? You think that's fair and balanced?
Like Fox News, brother, fair and balanced.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go and tell you that's not going to work because I'm going to do OVW RISE with her next week. And it's not to hurt you. It's because the show must go on.
I'm hurt, though. I'm hurt.
And that, and I mean this in the nice possible way, is a you problem.
Yeah, it is. I guess I'll have to solve it.
Well, that's ominous. Folks, speaking of ominous, let me get a little ominous with you. Crixus came back. We just showed you became the #1 contender for that OVW Heavyweight Championship. Then found himself in a championship match and making history that evening. But Crixus, all the way from Minnesota, not settling at one history-making thing in one night. He continued to etch his name in the record books, or the...
Crixus puts his stamp on OVW for all time. Take a look.
He said it better. Does that make you feel good?
I felt good about it.
You felt good?
It helped. I just stepped on your line, but whatever.
Crixus, a two-time Country Boy Brewing Kentucky heavyweight champion. He would love to add OVW heavyweight champion to those accolades.
You gotta imagine Jay DeNiro playing a factor in this match as well. Ever since Tony Evans got his insurance policy in that of Jay DeNiro, I mean, he's shown to prove to be a freaking factor in a lot of his victories.
Crixus laser focused here tonight. Oh my God! You want to talk about laser focused? Like a tow missile guided straight in to the midsection of Superior Tony Evans.
What a way to start this match, guys.
No stuff.
Yep.
No sugar.
It's a family show. Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that is not the strategy Tony Evans wrote up in the back.
No, not at all. You know, that's the thing. Crixus understands how much this championship opportunity means, not only to him, but to all of the fans here in OVW that want to see Superior Tony Evans get dethroned. And Crixus knows that OVW Heavyweight Championship itself is a stepping stone to the National Championship, which in itself is a direct path to the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. And Crixus is taking that first step here tonight.
Big clothesline. Josh, you're not wrong. I mean, EC3, our National Heavyweight Champion, just took that championship to Japan. It is on a tour overseas right now. I think Crixus would love those opportunities after all the hard work he's put in here at Davis Arena.
So does that make it the OVW International National Heavyweight Championship?
I think so.
I mean, it works. The logic works.
Crixus is clearly feeling confident here, guys. And here's the thing, when you do the tail of the tape, Jay DeNiro, and Linda, you were there, up in Wisconsin, injured Crixus at the behest of Tony Evans, took months of his career.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about the history between Crixus and Tony Evans. There's a lot of history between Crixus and Jay DeNiro, because as you said, Brian, I saw it happen before my eyes. You know that's on the back of his mind as well.
Ooh. And Crixus taking the fight to Tony Evans on the outside. And, you know, that's the thing. A lot of people don't realize Crixus. Oh, good God.
Oh my gosh.
Tony Evans might be knocked out on that one. Crixus, this man came over here all by himself, on his own, for the very first OVW Combine, just to try and get an opportunity to step into the ring here in Davis Arena. It took everything. That was the first day that I met the man that I call my brother, that I love with all my heart, and I understand what this means to him and what beating Tony Evans would do for him, his career, and his life. Not only that, but his family back at home. He's trying to make the entire nation of Scotland proud.
You're absolutely right, Josh. And I think it was with Crixus, doing it for Scotland, doing it for his family, but Crixus has really taken the OVW family and put it on his shoulders. I mean, you see the man carrying ring posts into live events. He's the first to show up, the last to leave. Crixus really shows you what it means to be a champion without the championship.
And right now, he's never one to shy away from doing anything that's related to professional wrestling, especially here at OVW. You know, you see the black and gold armband that Crixus is wearing, the former colors of OVW, the black and the gold, before, you know, another place decided to use them. But Crixus showing that love, that respect, to the place that's helping him make his name here in the United States.
Tony Evans, that OVW Heavyweight Championship, in serious trouble as Crixus has just been in control throughout this matchup.
Crixus has been absolutely almost unstoppable, just smothering Tony Evans every chance he gets, not giving him any moments to breathe or get any sort of plan in place.
Oh my gosh.
The Flying Scotsman's like a caber getting thrown at you.
And you're right, Crixus is not giving Tony Evans an inch to breathe. But that's the thing about Tony Evans. The man can take an inch and make it into a mile, and that's why he's champion right now. I might not like him, I might not agree with his morals, but he finds a way to make it work.
Just saw a quick stare down there between Crixus and Jay DeNiro.
Crixus put the brakes on. We thought Jay DeNiro might get involved there, but no. Crixus, smart, had the wherewithal to put the brakes on himself so DeNiro couldn't trip him up.
You know, Crixus always has to be aware in case Jay steps his foot or his hand. I mean, that glove, that loaded glove.
And aware is a good term, but Linda, distracted is what we're seeing right now.
Oh, now wait a second here. Jay DeNiro talking trash to Crixus, looking like he was going to pull himself up on the apron. And to your point, you got to watch out, guys. That right hand of doom can come at you from anywhere.
Crixus has to be careful.
Much like the OVW Heavyweight Champion, Superior Tony Evans, Brian.
That's what I was going to say. Jay DeNiro knows what he's doing. He's distracting. He's distracting Crixus, giving Tony Evans valuable moments to breathe, and not only that, to re-strategize, to recalibrate.
Again, that numbers game. Crixus just has to be ready at all times, especially between Tony Evans and Jay DeNiro. Oh, the past couple weeks, I mean, we've seen our heavyweight champion tagging up with his insurance policy, Jay DeNiro, and they're proving to be quite a dynamic duo.
Well, and that's the thing, you know, Jay DeNiro, you've got to almost credit him with the fact that OVW Heavyweight Championship is still around the waist of Superior Tony Evans. Because if it weren't for DeNiro, I don't think Superior Tony Evans would have that championship right now. Oh, and a thumb right to the eye from the champ.
We've heard a lot from the Bad Girls Club lately. When one of us eats, we all eat. Well, Tony Evans and Jay DeNiro, that same sort of dynamic. When Tony Evans eats, Jay DeNiro, the heavy, the right hand, eats. And you gotta think that as long as Tony Evans is in that heavyweight championship picture, it suits Jay DeNiro.
Absolutely. Again, Jay DeNiro always playing a factor at ringside. I mean, just standing there, his presence. We just saw what a distraction he could be just by standing there.
Well, Superior Tony Evans scoops up the challenger, slams down Crixus. He's a big boy. You know, that shows a lot of power. That shows a lot of intestinal fortitude, so to speak, from Tony Evans as he drops that elbow right across the bridge of the nose.
Tony Evans will be the first to tell you, I'm not a body guy. I'm a functionality guy. I want to be able to hurt you, but I don't care if I have a six-pack or a beach body. I want to get in there and win. The only six-pack Tony Evans is concerned with is the one he drinks after the match when he picks up a win.
Who's got a six-pack?
Tony Evans. You got to pay attention.
From Country Boy Brewing, of course.
Oh!
Crixus able to get that boot up. Tony Evans popped like a bottle there, and Crixus going to have to take advantage of this opportunity.
Tony Evans staggered, literally staggered in the ring, trying to do anything he can to stay on his feet, but nobody home. You know, that's the thing. I don't know if he tried to go for a headbutt to a down Crixus or if his legs finally were giving out on him because everything locked up and he went right down to the canvas.
Those could be some effects from a six-pack he may have had.
If he's got a six-pack, I'm going to steal it.
Give me a column A, column B, column see you later because Crixus is going to beat the crap out of you. Tony Evans in serious trouble here because Crixus is getting some momentum behind him.
Scottish drop?
Oh, hell yeah, Scottish drop, and he is feeling it right now. That's a drop so hard it'll shake the Highlands. Crixus in serious control right now. Oh, OVW Heavyweight Championship on the line. Tony Evans.
But Crixus put the brakes on, though. Brian threw a back elbow. Evans comes in, eats a pair of boots to the mush. Oh, and what an enziguri takes out Jay DeNiro.
And a little lambia afterwards, tell DeNiro what he thinks of him.
Crixus
saying a lot without saying anything at all with that.
Crixus now up to that second rope. Oh! Dives through, twist, what a fist drop to the face. The Hunter's arrow got him.
Look at Tony Evans though, immediately on the move. Championship like, hold on.
Well, Crixus though, he's setting up, he wants to hit that Highland. Oh God, what a chair shot from DeNiro.
Oh, come on.
No. Crixus kicked out. Crix kicked out.
Just a 2 count. Tony Evans can't believe it. Crixus somehow staying alive here.
Jay DeNiro slings that chair, but Jack Vaughn!
Big Jack Vaughn, the veteran, getting Jay DeNiro out of here, even in the playing field.
The animosity, the bad blood between those two men, and heat seeker out of Crixus.
Tony Evans
can he do it? Can he do it?
Oh my God!
He did it!
And I just want to say congratulations to this man right here for becoming the new OVW Heavyweight Champion.
Men in Black are here. We are men of our word. And like I stated, we are here to disinfect OVW. When we are finished, all wrongs will have made right. Now, the revolution is upon you.
The revolution has begun. What is... the hell is Crixus doing?
Oh! What?
Crixus with a steel chair going after all three of the other men in the ring with him. Shera, Curtis, Gunn.
Oh my God, what are we seeing?
The OVW heavyweight champion, and now these masked men hopping the rail and just absolutely unloading on Shera and Curtis.
What? Oh my...
I thought we were gonna get answers. What the hell is going on? What did the champ just do?
What is Crixus doing?
Again, these men just pounding away at certified Luke Curtis and Mahabali Shera and Crixus watching on. We saw that steel chair in his hands earlier.
Oh my... Can we get some help out here?
No. Crixus, no! Luke Curtis just wiped out with the OVW Heavyweight Championship. These men still stomping away.
We need some help out here, come on! Oh, Cal, there we go.
Cal Hero hitting the ring, followed by Super Z, Tustin Chains. The locker room's empty, and hell yeah, boys! Get 'em!
Come on!
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The revolution kick-started that night on OVW Rise. Crixus again putting his stamp on OVW history for all time. And I don't know where the hell that unprofessional Brian Kennison went, but again,
What the fuck is your problem?
Curse words?
You call my wife's wives plural? Look, I get it. The French one, that's on the rocks anyway. That's a green card situation. I understand what that is. We had love, but it's gone. But my shoe wife, my real wife, the woman who helps raise my son, you called her and said she needs to ask me about Linda Kay.
Well, I texted her.
What is your problem? You know what? I'm mad. At least I was able to talk her down. I said, baby, look, it's Steven. Can you believe anything Steven says? And she said no, and we got to the end of it. But you know what? I worked through it in a more progressive way as well. Because I called your wife and told her about Al's mom.
I'm in trouble.